Okay, Death Race 3 is Castle Rats Into the Realm.
To quote one Jinx Dawson of Coven, who answered this when questioned about adding sex appeal as part of her music's package. Life is all about sexuality. None of us would be here without it. I am most comfortable when I am perceived as a sexual being, but I embrace my years of knowledge in a most precious way. A mix of sexuality and knowledge is a powerful combination.
Every once in a while, you just got to take out the trash naked. I mean, come on.
I am going to guess that Riley Pinkerton had a notion of this high octane formula when creating the medieval fantasy doom band Castle Rat. There have been so many veterans that do that 70s retro sound and do it well already, from Lucifer to the Quill. How could this four-piece out of New York stand out from the crowd? How about sexy gothic costumes, an unruly mane of red hair, early Bowie colorful eye makeup, a gothy backstory, props of the occasional sword, scythe, or goblet, and a sound that seems like it was frozen in the 70s and just now thawed, and the veritable cherry on top of solid musicianship. You get all this and more in their debut, Into the Realm, with 6 tracks in the 4 to 6 minute range and 3 instrumental palette cleansers that clock in around the 1 minute mark. A standout of these, Resurrector, is simply a bass noodling solo. Because why not?
Very Man of War adjacent, yeah. The opening track, Dagger Dragger, bursts onto the scene after a feedback intro into the Sabbath-informed riffing of the Count, aka Henry Black, the Rat Queen, Pinkerton, the Plague Doctor, Ronnie Lanziotta, plucks out quite a groovy, bluesy bass line. The Rat Queen's alto vocals are echoey and flowy, mostly without emotion, until her scream at the end. The Druid, aka Joshua Sternick, pumps out a rocking beat with a lot of well-timed clanging. A little more than halfway through the track, it stops for a beat and the riff changes tone. At first, I actually thought it was a different song, and the Count and the Queen join up from some admirable guitar harmonies. Red Sands has a different retro rock feel. The Queen croons this time over slow, effervescent guitar plucking with the sound of swirling wind. The whole thing is husky, dreamy, and reverberant, like it was recorded in an abandoned church, and in fact it was. By the time the drums of the Druids start their slow pound, the vocals take on a layered effect that gives a victorious feel. The riffing has a noodly Hendrix-like vibe at the end.
The balladish Cry for Me starts with the Queen. The balladish Cry for Me starts with the Queen's mournful, warbling vocals. All the freaks are out again. I watched you drag them to your den. All the while, a single guitar winds some minor chords. The drums creep in around the halfway mark, building a crescendo before fading again at the close. The Queen may not have the range of Grace Slick, but her style is euphonic and seductively caresses the notes into your ear. Besides, I never saw Slick perform while playing guitar and wearing a chainmail bikini. So there's that.
Let's face it, she's got a better figure than Ozzy or Dio. I mean, come on.
My favorite track must be Fresh Fur. It has the Druid's drum starting wild and slowing to a bump and grind and back again, all with the Plague Doctor's seductive bass line, keeping things dirty. The Queen vocals echo and stack up in a billowy flow. Check out the guitar harmonies at this one's close and try not to bop along.
Pinkerton has been building not only this band's sound, but the whole persona. I found a video from 9 years ago of her covering a Black Sabbath song on YouTube, in what might have been the first steps in becoming royalty. It will be interesting to see what they do for a follow-up. I bet some will think of them as a flash in the pan, but I think these guys are sure no one-trick pony. Despite filming quite possibly the worst sword fight ever. What video is that?
Cry for Me.
Check it out.
Yeah.
I think this Rat Queen is one smart cookie. The number of followers and sold-out vinyl alone are evidence of a cult-like following already. So raise a goblet and protect the realm from those who wish to destroy it. Long reign the Queen. This is Feed the Dream.
This is the Snaggletooth Rock and Roll Podcast.